and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today we have with the bracelet with the antlers again, which is what it is, number 66102 on friendshipbracelets.net. This is me doing it a second time, and this time I was able to fit in some changes. So essentially, I added like an arrowhead design to the ends of this. Um, and this was pretty cool. I mean, um, I have the bracelet in my hand. I'm looking. If you're wondering why I'm looking down, I'm actually looking at the bracelet. Um, I love the use of the colors. I love the way that the patterns kind of merge from one to the other. I think this thing turned out extraordinarily well. Um, and this bracelet was kind of a first for me. Um, this was made when I first got the ability to have a members section of the YouTube. So essentially, while I made this bracelet, I talked to, well, an empty audience because I didn't have members at the time, but I talked and I watched videos, and that was really cool. That was really, really fun. So this bracelet, I calculated out the amount of time that it took, and I misplaced the paper for it. Oh, it was 92 minutes to make the bracelet, and that's based on the recordings that you're seeing all sped up. This is sped up like 5 times as fast. So obviously, wasn't made like this. So yeah, there was a good hour and a half of me making stuff. It actually takes me a little bit longer. I pause in between and take a drink or, check my phone. I didn't realize how much I do that until I was recording and realizing, like, having to say to the camera what I was doing at the time. And I was like, yeah, I'm addicted to my phone, apparently. Oh well. I like the social media. What can I say? Um, so difficulty wise, is this difficult? I don't think it's that. It's intermediate for sure. It's intermediate. Oh, the dark greens for the most part, I think I did it all with just going straight. I did not use a left right or a right left right or a right left, not in it. Um, because I didn't need to. It's like in every other thing, so it's just sort of there. And I wanted to see if that did anything different for the whole overall bracelet. Not really. I don't think it changes anything. It was just a fun experiment to see if it would work, I guess. Um, as far as like segment knotting, a bit here, the arrowhead kind of limits how far you can go with it, but then when you get down into some of the other parts, it did lend itself a little bit better for that. Um, but yeah, for it, you know, an hour and 32 minutes, hour and a half to make a bracelet, that's not bad. Um, and it's not like exceptionally difficult. There's nothing about it that's like, you know, having to stare at the pattern and worry about what's coming next or anything like that. That just because like there are patterns, right, where you have to cross off things, as you go along just to know where you are. This one you can kind of see what's happening pretty easy. Yes, I looked at the pattern a bunch, but not like crazy. And I use the same pattern that's available. You guys, it's over on my website, akaawol.com. You just go over there. It's in the tutorial section. Um, and yeah, it's it's a fun pattern. I would like to see it in like more like my kind of favorite colors, like reds and stuff, like maybe a red, orange, yellow kind of thing. Um, but I wanted, so if you didn't notice, like I used the same colors as the last time we did this pattern, which I don't remember exactly when that was. It was a few weeks before or a week before. Yeah, like a week before. Um, so I made it in the same colors so that way I could like put the two side by side and see the differences and stuff. And yeah, it's I like this version better, honestly. I mean, the other one was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. Just I really like this one better. And that could be just it comes down to the fact that I enjoy when patterns get played with a bit, you know? It's we made something different. I mean, I literally could say I've like titled this, you know, my own pattern number, whatever we're up to at this point. I have documents where I keep track of that stuff because I can't remember those. But it could have been along those lines, right? Because of the fact that it's very, very, very different. And but I didn't because it really does have the influence of the pattern that we were using. So it's just the end product became very different. So yeah, here we're getting into where it does the four little yellow dots in the middle of the square, which again, that just an easy little thing, right? You know, the yellow has to bounce on the sides to come back in to be at the center part there. Um, but overall, it's like an easy little thing that makes it like an interesting effect. It's I don't I guess it kind of looks like a button, right? Because it's got like buttons have like the little holes in it. I guess that's kind of part of the appeal to me is that it has this interesting sort of different thing going on. Um, and then yeah, this is obviously it just kind of comes in with the the brighter green, which is cool. And then let's see what do we got after that. Oh yeah, so then the dark does the little I don't know what you would call it, like little bump out things, little diamond bits on the side. So that way, yeah, the mid green kind of comes out, does the little things. Yeah, like there's a lot going on. Admittedly, it is a pattern that has a lot going on. Um, but again, it's not so difficult. It's, you know, everything just sort of like kind of falls into place and yeah. Yeah, so this is the beginning of the little antler things over there on the side. And you can see like I just kind of worked, you know, on the left, balance it out now on the right. Yeah, it, not so bad. So, what else? Man, there was a lot of weird shows I was watching while this was going on, like a lot of just crazy stuff. Um, it was the first time of trying to watch YouTube by a tablet, and apparently you can't set up a queue and you can't turn off the autoplay. And so it kind of just started off with a couple funny videos and then just went crazy. And next thing I know, I'm listening to like this 3 hour long criminal story about a guy that, you know, set off, you know, well, I don't want to get demonetized. Anyways, crazy, crazy videos. So yeah, that was the thing. Yeah. So here's the bright one coming in again. So the bright yellow doesn't get used an awful lot in the original pattern. It really is just the dots in the middle of the button thing, and then these antler like things, and that's pretty much it. So adding on the arrowhead on the ends gave it like another thing to go on, and because that color kind of pops with all of the dark colors, it sort of gives it a little bit more stuff to it. There was a pause in the video. I don't remember what that was from. Oddly, now I could actually go back and watch the live stream and have figured out what that was. I kind of remember I was distracted by something. What? Oh, that's so weird. Oh, I want to know what it was now. Oh man. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Too funny. Oh yeah, so you have like little diamond things on the side. That's obviously that's part super easy. Um, yeah, way cool. Yeah. So this is going to be in the shop here. Um, I think if I'm not mistaken, this goes into the shop on like the beginning of January. I'm going to uh do something I've never done before, and that's do like the roundups, or like what did I make this month, and so that's something new. So yeah, if you're interested in the bracelet, you just have to hang in there a little while. Um, it'll be there. I I want to say it's getting scheduled for the first, but I if it's the second or something, I'm sorry, I don't really remember. Um, what we because this is something that me and Mandy had worked out, and I don't remember the details. That's swear to God, so much going on over here. There's between the live streams and the just everything that's happening. It's amazing that I'm even getting to make bracelets. So of course I'm gonna make them because it keeps me sane. Oh, we are past the halfway point, and I almost forgot. I need to thank my Patreon supporters for making this possible. Also, now I want to thank anybody who has joined and became a member for the YouTube thing, because that too supports the channel, which is amazing and new and different and fun. And yeah, those guys have access to all the videos in advance, as well as the live stream behind the scenes making of the videos. So if you're interested in seeing me make the bracelets at normal speed and talking about it, heck, even this video is part of the live stream. Like somebody can be watching. It's such a weird Inception thing. There's a bunch of cool stuff going on, guys. Join and check it out and have some fun with it. Um, what else can I tell you about this? Oh, it's one of the ones where it does feel fast because it doesn't have an awful lot of repetition. It's like at this point here, I'm like, oh, I'm back to doing the other side of the button. Once I finish the other button, I just go into an arrowhead. It's, I know it's just brain trickery, but brain trickery feels good when you're making stuff. So, yeah. Um, yeah. It is a fun bracelet. Oh, if you make the pattern, if you do this, I would like to see what you make. So you can do that by like tagging me in Instagram, or you can join us over on Discord, which has a link down in the description, and you can share your works with me. Like I said, I would love to see this in some other colors. So whatever your favorite color is, hook it up. Like even if you do purples or yellows or anything, I would love to see it. So yeah, that would be kind of fun. At least forget to like talk about those things, like like getting you guys to join and that kind of stuff. It just somehow kind of slips my mind. But yeah. Um, yeah, so here it is. We're back into um, the arrowhead. So I have to build out everything that's over on the right and start to get that zigzag thing going. Yeah, and there's only like what, like three of the, I, do they call it like three rows of the arrowhead when it's like the three diamond things? Is that how? I don't know how people tend to regard that part, but it's not like a giant long area that happens. It's sort of um, like the dark green, then the yellow, then a dark green. Would have been kind of fun if we could have had all the three different colors to have done it. But that's not how the strings line up. So that's okay. I still say that having the yellow do the arrows on both ends really just changed the whole way this thing looks. And you'll get to see the bracelet here at the end, like I do the reveal, and yep, have it all nice and braided up even. Except for you don't see the sped up version of that. I didn't record that. Well, I say I didn't record it. Livestream has it. I didn't add it to this. Yeah. It's getting really confusing, guys. Seriously. There's just so much going on. It's crazy. I don't know. So, yeah, we're getting really close to the end. Like, move my mouse over here. I can see. Yeah, there's just over a minute and 40 seconds. So, yeah, so that's the dark string that was going to make the last dot or the last diamond thing. Yeah, really, really close. I have been really enjoyed making these videos for you guys. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying it. Thank you for hanging out this long. I mean, this is what, like a 20-minute 20-minute video, give or take? Yeah, about that. So, thank you for hanging out with me. Really do appreciate it. The See, almost everything on the right hand side is done now. We just have the little bit on the left. Oh, and you can kind of see, like, my hands are just cranking out the knots. Like, the excitement of being near the end is there, right? Can you tell that? It's like, yeah, I can see it in my hands. So, yeah, crazy. And what, 1, 2, 3, 4 knots? There it goes. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.